Your cat is watching you right now. And I don't mean in a creepy way, I mean it's actually collecting data on you. Every time you walk into the room, every time you're sad, every time you open the fridge at 2 a.m., your cat is taking mental notes. And what it does with that information is honestly kind of insane. Let me be honest with you. When I first got a cat, I thought the whole cats are mysterious thing was just something people said to sound deep on the internet. But then I started paying attention to the weird stuff my cat was doing, and I went down a rabbit hole, like a deep one. And what I found out changed how I see my cat completely. So we're going to break down the actual science behind why your cat does the things it does and what it means for how your cat sees you. Some of this is going to sound unbelievable. Some of it is going to make you feel kind of watched. All of it is real. Here's the thing most people get wrong about cats. They think cats don't care. They see a dog wag its tail and think, that animal loves me. Then they look at their cat, who's sitting in the corner staring at nothing, and they think, that animal tolerates me. But that comparison isn't fair, because cats and dogs are completely different animals that evolved in completely different situations. Dogs evolved to read human body language because they literally needed humans to survive. Cats didn't need that. Cats were fine on their own. They joined human civilization basically on their own terms. So when a cat does something for you, when it chooses to sit near you or slow blink at you or bring you a dead bird, it means something different than when a dog does it. A dog loves you partly because it was built to. A cat loves you because it decided to. That's actually more interesting when you think about it. But here's where it gets weird. Cats don't just randomly decide to like you. There are specific things they pick up on, specific signals they're reading, and most people have no idea this is happening. Let's start with your voice. Cats don't actually meow at other cats. Like, basically never. Adult cats communicate with each other through body language, scent, and sometimes hissing or chirping.
The meow was developed almost entirely as a way to talk to humans. Researchers think cats figured out pretty early that humans respond to sounds that are similar to a baby crying, so they essentially evolved a fake cry to get what they want. And here's the part that should make you feel a little played. Your cat has probably developed a specific meow just for you. Not for everyone, just you. Studies have shown that cats change their vocalizations depending on the person they're talking to. They've been watching how you respond to different sounds, and they've been fine-tuning their approach. Your cat has literally done A/B testing on you. But it's not just about getting food. That's what most people assume. Oh, the cat only meows because it wants something. And yes, sometimes it does. But cats also meow to get your attention, when they're bored, or when something is wrong, or just when they want to be in the same room as you. They've learned that sound is how you communicate, so they use sound. Now, let's talk about something a little less obvious. Your mood. This one surprised me. Cats can read your emotional state, not in some mystical way, but through real physical signals. Your body does different things when you're stressed versus when you're calm. Your heart rate changes, your breathing pattern changes, the way you move changes. The hormones you put off through your skin change. Cats pick up on all of this. There was a study from Nottingham Trent University that found cats genuinely behave differently depending on whether their owner was having a good day or a bad day. When the owner was sad or anxious, the cats became more clingy, more vocal, and more likely to try to get into their owner's space. When the owner was calm and happy, the cats were calmer and more independent. What that tells us is that your cat is not just reacting to you right now, it's tracking your baseline. It knows what normal you looks and sounds like, so it can tell when something is off. You are literally a data point that your cat has been monitoring for months or years.
And that brings me to something that I think is genuinely underrated: the slow blink. If you've ever been sitting on the couch and your cat is across the room and it just slowly closes its eyes at you, that is your cat telling you it trusts you. It's called a slow blink, or sometimes a cat kiss. And when a cat does that, it's basically lowering its defenses around you. It's saying, I'm comfortable enough near you to close my eyes. That's huge for an animal whose survival instinct is to always be aware of threats. You can do it back, by the way. Look at your cat, relax your face, and slowly close your eyes and open them. Scientists actually tested this and found that cats are more likely to slow blink back at a human who slow blinked first. And they were more likely to approach a stranger who slow blinked than one who just had a neutral expression. You have a secret handshake with your cat. Use it. Now, let's talk about something a little darker. The gifts. If your cat has ever brought you a dead mouse, a half-eaten bird, or if you're really lucky, a live lizard that got loose in your house, you might have just said gross and moved on. But there's actually something kind of sweet happening there, even if the execution is horrifying. Cats are hunters. That's just what they are. And in the wild, mother cats bring prey back to their kittens to teach them how to hunt. When your cat brings you something dead, it's not being weird. It's treating you like family. It's trying to teach you or feed you, because in its mind, you might not know how to hunt, and that concerns it. Some cats also bring gifts to their owners simply because they're proud. They caught something and they want to show you. The same way a kid runs to show you a drawing. Unfortunately, the drawing is a mouse.
But here's the detail that's easy to miss. Not every cat does this. It's much more common in cats that have a strong bond with their owner. And it's more common in cats that are kept indoors part of the time, because those cats have hunting instincts, but fewer targets. So if your cat is bringing you gifts, it's a weird compliment. Let's also talk about how your cat actually thinks of you, because this is the part that people debate the most. There's a researcher named John Bradshaw who spent years studying cat behavior, and one of his big conclusions was that cats might not understand that humans are a different species. Not because they're dumb, but because they treat us the same way they treat other cats they're close to. They groom us, they rub against us, they sleep against us, they show their belly, which, yes, is a trust signal, even if it's also a trap when you try to touch it. The way cats interact with other cats they're bonded with is almost identical to the way they interact with their favorite humans. Which means, from the cat's perspective, you might just be a very large, very slow cat who can't figure out how to hunt and needs a lot of help opening containers. That's kind of humbling if you think about it. Okay, so here's the part that I keep coming back to, because I think it's the most interesting thing in all of this. Your cat has built a model of you. In its brain, there is a detailed map of who you are, how you behave, what your patterns are, what your emotions look like, and what you respond to. It knows which door you come in through. It knows what time you usually wake up. It knows whether you're the kind of person who will pick it up or not. It knows which sounds you respond to fastest. And it built this model not because someone told it to, not because it read a study, but because it paid attention to you for years, every day. We spend a lot of time wondering if our cats love us, or if they even notice us. But the reality is, your cat knows you in a way that a lot of other living things don't. It has been watching you and learning you and adjusting to you this entire time. That's not indifference. That's actually the opposite of indifference. So here's what we know. Your cat developed its meow specifically to communicate with humans, and probably has a custom version for you. It's been reading your emotional state and reacting to your stress and your calm. When it slow blinks at you, it's expressing trust. When it brings you dead things, it's expressing something closer to love than you'd think. And in its mind, the line between you and another cat is not as clear as you'd expect. None of this means your cat is secretly a genius, or that you have some telepathic connection. But it does mean that the relationship between you and your cat is more two-sided than most people give it credit for. You've both been figuring each other out. Your cat just started earlier and kept better notes. Next time it stares at you from across the room, slow blink back. See what happens. If you want to know why your cat does other weird things, watch the next video.